You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, unknown actors with me, Louise, the Artistic Director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And for the last 13 years, I've been taking unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps and stage plays around the world. And every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid working unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready to dive into the episode? Hello and welcome to another juicy episode of Unstoppable Actors. I'm so excited that you're here. I am really excited to impart my knowledge on something I believe you shouldn't be doing at auditions, because I want you to become that unstoppable actor that you are more than capable of becoming. It's in you. This unstoppable actor is bursting to come out. You just need a few little tweaks along the way with different things, whether it be your skills, whether it be your mindset, whether it be about taking action on your career. And this is what this podcast was built for. I absolutely love sharing my knowledge with you, and I'm always so excited every time I get an email or a DM on our Instagram page, or even one of our students in the 10-week method acting modules just sharing how they first found us on Unstoppable Actors, the podcast, and how much they enjoyed it and what they've got from the episodes. And then they've obviously come to train with us, which is so exciting. So if you do find this episode useful, there's a couple of things you can do. Well, 3 things really. You could either share it with your acting friends because it might help them. You can leave us a rating. I'm always so grateful for those. It lets me know what you're enjoying. Or you could drop an email, podcast@standbymethod.com, or just simply come over to our Instagram page, which is @standbymethod-acting-studio, and drop a DM and let me know what you've taken away from either a specific episode, maybe this episode or another one, or just the podcast in general, because I absolutely love hearing from you. It's always so nice to be able to put a face to the people that I'm doing this podcast for. So thank you so much for listening. If you're new and you've just found us, you've stumbled across a really good episode. I'm so excited to impart my knowledge onto you. And if you're a regular listener, as I always say, thank you so much for regularly tuning in. Before I share with you this one thing you need to stop doing at auditions, I do want to remind you that we've got applications open for a very limited time for the January 2025 10-week method acting module, which is building a believable character. The method acting exercises that we practice, develop, hone, and refine in that module are phenomenal. They will allow you to inhabit the character like it's your second skin and then shake it off completely when you go back home. And they have absolutely transformed my own acting. And I know they will do exactly the same thing for you. So this module only comes around once every 4 years. So the next time I'll be coaching this module will be in 2029. Wow. That seems ages away. So definitely do not miss out on that. Do go and get an application in, because the method is the thing that is going to help you take your acting career to the next level. So you can go and complete an application form at bit.ly/10-week method acting, or click the link underneath where you've pressed play. Shall we get started then? Shall we dive into this one thing that you need to stop doing at auditions? I do want to give a couple of caveats to this. If you've never done an audition in your life, it's okay, don't worry. I love that you're actually listening to this episode, because it means that you are prepping for that first audition that you're going to do, and you'll feel so much more confident with this knowledge. If you're returning to the industry and you're a little bit rusty with auditions, I'm so happy you found this episode as well, because it's either going to be a good refresher for you or it's going to be something new that you'll learn. And if you're regularly auditioning, well, of course, well done for being so proactive and getting so many auditions. I need to impart this knowledge on you so you're taking your auditions to the next level. So it doesn't matter what level you're at, there's something to learn or a good refresher for you. I also need to add a caveat in that I am a big advocate of making mistakes. So when I'm sharing this information with you, I don't want you to put pressure on yourself and think you have to be perfect, because what that will do is quite the opposite. When you put pressure on yourself to be perfect, you'll start delivering tense performances, because you'll have this idea in your head of what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. It'll make you tense and actually disconnected from the character and not give you best performances. And you're then more likely to make the mistakes because you're telling yourself not to do it. I am a big advocate of making mistakes and not being perfect because we learn from them. But I do also believe we have to present a standard. So what I would rather you do is take this information that I'm going to give to you, and if you are going to make the mistakes, make them at home. Like, practice the information that I'm giving you at home, make the mistakes there where there's zero pressure, it doesn't really matter. Get them out of your system is what I'm trying to say. That's what the training's there for, really, isn't it? To get all of the mistakes out of your system, to make as many as you can, so then you can imprint yourself with new skills that make you present a professional standard, which is what I want for you in auditions, whatever level you're at. I want casting directors looking at you going, why have we never heard of this actor before? Why have we never called them in before? Like, how have we only just heard of them? That's what I want them thinking when you either leave that room or they finish watching your self-tape. I want them absolutely mesmerised by you. So remember, no pressure. It's okay to make mistakes. It's how we learn. But definitely get them all out in a safe space first. So you can just literally get them out of your system. It's like saying, don't think of pink elephants. What do? Your brain makes you think of pink elephants, doesn't it? That's what I'm saying. So when you're saying don't do something, you're more likely to do it, but be okay with making mistakes. I hope that's making sense and I'm not confusing you and I'm not overwhelming you. So the thing that I want you to stop doing at auditions is apologising. I want you to stop saying sorry. And there's a couple of reasons for this, really, but let's just dive into why we might say sorry first. We might say sorry because we've forgot our lines and we feel like they're not going to come back to us. We might say, sorry, can we start again? Because we feel like we've messed up the scene or broke the character or lost focus. And we feel like, oh my gosh, in this moment, I can't recover it. I just need to start again. Saying sorry is a fear response. It's a fear response that you are not good enough. And that's not true. You are good enough. Yes, you need to keep developing your skills, but you are good enough. When you say sorry, you make it so much harder for yourself to recover the scene, to recover the lines, to get back in character, because you are then aware that you've messed up. And what most actors will do is they will ruminate over that and they'll keep looping over that making a mistake in the audition and after the audition. And this is why I'm saying to you, get the mistakes out at home, either in a bedroom or a living room, like mess up as many times as you want there. I've held auditions for a very long time, so I've held auditions in various different capacities. For the last 10 years, for the 10-week method acting modules, I've held them. I used to run a theatre company years ago, so I've held auditions there. I've held auditions for film companies here in Sheffield, and I've seen this happen countless times. Actors freezing, making a mistake, saying sorry, can I start again? There's nothing wrong in saying sorry and wanting to start again, but as I've just said to you, it breaks your confidence as the actor, and I don't want that, because the minute your confidence is broken, it is so much harder to recover the scene and give your best performance. What I've also seen is the actors who get cast, the actors who are successful, are the ones who bring an edge or a spark to auditions. And when you're saying sorry and asking to start again, it's just stopping that. It's blocking that from happening. It steals a bit of your imagination from you. It steals your ability to connect to the character. It steals that risk that you were going to take with the character that might have paid off. Doing something different that other actors have not done or not seen in the character. It can actually make you shrink and become a bit of a wallflower and get sucked into mental tension. And if you've been listening to this podcast for any amount of time, you will know that I talk about mental tension a lot, because it is the thief of imagination, it's the thief of characters, it's the thief of amazing performances, and I don't want that for you. So what can we do instead? Before I share with you what we can do instead, I want to tell you a little story of an experience that I had when I was 17. And I was having, at that moment, or not having, I was in the biggest audition of my life at that age, at that time in my life. I lost the lines. I lost the lines mid-audition, but I didn't say sorry. I didn't apologise. I did not ask to start again. I feel like the reason I didn't is because I'd been going to a lot of big auditions, and some of these auditions were group auditions, and I'd seen actors doing it, and I'd seen them getting flustered. I'd seen them getting embarrassed. I'd seen them giving themselves a hard time internally. And as I'd seen that, I was like, I never want to do that. Because even as a young 17-year-old, I saw that they then struggled to recover the scene. So I actually did something different. And I didn't realise at the time as a 17-year-old that I was actually using method acting. I had no idea, because I'd never even heard of method acting when I was 17. So I lost the lines and my character was buttering sandwiches. And instead of saying, sorry, oh my God, I've lost my lines, can I start again? I continued buttering the sandwiches. And then I said to myself inside, oh, it's all right, your lines are going to come back. I was so cool, calm and collected about it. Looking back now, I'm so proud of 17-year-old Louise. She handled that situation like a pro. She really did. And that's what I want for you. And you know what? The lines came back within a matter of seconds. And here's the thing. Actors do stress about lines more than anything. Lines and connecting to emotions. But with the lines, unless you've spent like 60 seconds trying to learn them, then, it's okay to give yourself a bit of a hard time. Like, you won't do that. So you don't need to give yourself a hard time. You will have spent a lot of time learning those lines. So you do know them. You've got to trust. You have to have absolute trust in yourself that those lines will come back. Now, as I've gone into my method acting training as an actress and as I've coached actors for over 14 years, I recognise that what I did was using the method's chair relaxation exercise. It's slightly different to what I did, but the principle was the same. And so when I'm coaching my students on the 10-week method acting modules, I'm always telling them, don't say sorry. When you mess the scene up, stop it. Don't do that. You've got to stop that. Get yourself out of that habit and use the chair relaxation exercise instead. And when they do it, they are absolutely mesmerised by how well they could handle the scene and carry it on and actually be truthful with it. And they're so excited. And so that's what I need you to do. I need you to not say sorry. I need you to stay in the moment and have trust and have belief in yourself. Now, if you do want to learn the method's chair relaxation exercise, it's the exercise we do at the beginning of every single class. In the 10-week method acting modules, we spend an hour on it because it gets you into a full state of creativity, truly connected to your pure imagination, truly connected to your body, so you can embody the character with both your imagination and your physicality and your voice. It's a phenomenal exercise. I'm going to be teaching you that in the 10-week method acting modules, as I've already said. So definitely do go and have a read up on the training because it is one of the best things you could do for your career. The link is bit.ly/10-week method acting, or just click it underneath where you've pressed play. But I hope you know from listening to this episode that you can stay in control of an audition and you don't need to resort to saying sorry, and you can continue and give a really good performance. At the end of that audition where I'd forgot the lines and then recovered it, I did actually think, oh, I've not done my best work. It's natural for us all to think that. But then I got incredible feedback at the end. The casting panel said, wow, that's one of the best auditions we've seen today. Now, I, as a 17-year-old, thought, oh, they just say that to everyone. I genuinely thought they were just blowing smoke up my ass. But they weren't, because I was successful with that audition. So that proves that that works. When you use that mindset and that skill set, you are going to be an incredible actor who presents a professional standard where you are wowing the panel. And that's what you need to be doing to be getting your acting career to the next level. And you are more than capable of doing that. And I'm so excited for your acting career, for you. 2025 is just around the corner. Big things are going to happen if you are going to start making better decisions with your performances and with how proactive you be with your career. You can do it. You're more than capable. I'm cheering you on from the sidelines. You have got this. Hope this has been useful. Hope it's been inspiring and uplifting. And it's given you some really good insights into how you can make your auditions so much more truthful, authentic, and leaving a last impression with the panel.
I've absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you found this episode inspiring. If you have, please do rate the podcast and hit follow so you never miss an episode, and I can help more actors like you. And come and join one of the most supportive, uplifting acting communities on socials, the Unstoppable Actors Facebook group, where you'll get your weekly injection of inspiration, networking, and receive your free Method Actors handbook so you can become an unstoppable actor.